Hey, this is Eric with Project 130R. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today, or at least right now, I'm on the road in our MDX. We're on the way over to a local Honda dealership to meet up with a friend, a local collector, to take delivery of his new Honda Civic Type-R, brand new one. I believe it's blue. I don't know the exact color. I think it's electron blue. Not entirely sure. But so he's taking delivery of that today. I'm going to go meet up with him. You've seen his cars and his place in some of our other videos. But so this was a little while in coming, because you may have noticed other people in the country have gotten their Civic Type-Rs for a little while now. They've had them. So it felt like he was kind of getting the runaround a little bit. I don't know if this particular dealership, it was just a logistical issue getting his car here. That could very well have been. I know there's complexities with allocations for limited edition type cars like this, but I also know a thing or two about dealerships, and I know that some of them are super shady, or they can be, and so they'll pull like a little bit of a bait and switch and take your deposit and then sell the car for more money to another person, and then hopefully you get your money back, but you don't get your car. And so we kind of wondered for a minute what was going on with this car. It was allocated to him, and then it wasn't coming, and it wasn't coming, and it was taking forever. So that's the thing about dealerships, is sometimes for those of us that have a bit more of a enthusiast sort of mentality, or we enjoy performance cars, and most people go into a dealership and they're just there to sit in a box. They're not super concerned with what they get, as long as it's comfortable and they can sit there and go from A to B, and that's that. And I understand that's 90% of all dealership customers, and of course dealerships are made up of salespeople, so you put those two things together and you get something that is there to serve the majority of people out there. But for those few of us that enjoy the rare cars, or the ones that are a bit more limited edition or performance minded, or whatever you want to call it, it can be a frustrating experience. And that's why a lot of us hate going to dealerships. So I'm glad to see this car showed up today. I'm super excited for him. I've heard nothing but good things about the new Type-R. If anything, it's improvements on the previous Type-R, which already had some wonderful reviews. And in fact, there's a person in our group that has one with a lot of beautiful modifications on it. It would have been in our summer Honda Acura meet. It was a white Type-R with all Mugen parts all over the place. That thing was epic. So we're gonna go meet with him here in a minute, and hopefully show you the car and give you a little tour, and that should be fun. Oh, there it is.
Never seen it in person.
That is a pretty color. You said electron blue, or boost blue? Boost blue. That's right.
Okay.
So I will be back.
The interior is a bit of red. Call this the Superman spec.
428?
428.
Yeah,
What I'll do is I'll save the red mats.
When you climb in, this thing is it's so impressive. The seats grab you so well, and the steering wheel's nice small diameter. It's not too big around. No sunroof. It's kind of fun that the front seats are red, and the floor mats and the carpets, but the back seats are black. But the seatbelts are red. It's interesting. Part of the beast.
You go here, but it
corners. Like they're not even corners. Okay, so got to drive the new Civic Type-R with 20 miles on the clock for just a few minutes around town. It's still not broken in or anything, so you can't bang it off the red line and be a total hooligan with it, but you can tell that, and it's so cool to see that in this day and age, it's a 2023 model, so say 2023, that there's still a few people at Honda that are not only willing but insistent on making great drivers cars, because that is a great driver's car. This is coming from someone who was cynical for the longest time about the new Civic Type-R, the new NSX, and just the newer platforms like that, because I'm kind of an old school guy. A lot of my friends are the same way. You know, the golden era of Honda and Acura of, you know, the 80s, 90s, 2000s. But that is the real deal. The shifter is so, the shifting action is so tight, but it's so smooth. Like you can shift with 2 fingers. The steering is just immediate. Like it's not too jerky. Like there's some weight, some heft to it. But it's when you don't even have to hardly move your hand, and the car is moving. And the turn in is just insane. It's like it's telepathic almost. The ride, you can tell it's firm. It's a firm chassis, but it doesn't shake your teeth out. It's not a loud car from the inside. It's all stock too, so I'm sure if you change the exhaust out, it would get a little louder. But it's quiet, it's comfortable. The seats hold you like you're in a cocoon, but they're not uncomfortable. Like you can take that car on a road trip just fine. There's so much to love about that car. Not just the color. I love the boost blue color. But yeah, that car is the real deal. It is a real driver's car. And like I say, it's so refreshing to see Honda. I know there's still some enthusiasts at Honda that love driving, obviously. And there's got to be some people in the executive branch and some people on the engineering team that are still saying, no, we need to make cars, at least this car, that it's fun to drive, that people enjoy driving, and they don't just sit in and, you know, like sitting in a tub of wallpaper paste, you know, going to and from work like a drone, that want to get behind the wheel and have fun. And that is a fun car. The new Civic Type-R, I'm sold, man. That car is legit. So hopefully we'll see more of it in the spring and the summer. As I believe it's going into storage now, which is kind of a shame, but it's also, I kind of get it. We're here in Michigan. We just got dumped on a bunch of snow over the weekend, which means we also get just dumped on like a metric ton of salt all over our roads. So driving a brand new car with 20 miles on it through a bunch of salt all winter is a terrible idea. So I fully support, unfortunately, that the car is going to go into storage. And we'll hope to see it in the spring and the summer where it can be exercised in its natural environment. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.